Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, no matter what time you're tuned into this video. Hopefully you're following along and getting some action. We want to give you day-by-day steps that you can take in order to take where you are credit-wise to where you want to be credit-wise. And of course you got yours truly, Mr.
and Mrs. Smith.
And this is day 8 of the 30-day VIP Credit Restoration Challenge. And we're going to dive straight in. This should look familiar. This is what you see when you first log in. Then you go down, you click on the My Credit System. After you click on the My Credit System, you click on the My Credit System again in this list here. And it'll bring you to the hub.
Voila.
And you scroll down, and this is where all the action happens. The action happens in the 750 credit plan area. So you want to enter the 750 credit plan, and this is where your membership course begins.
All right, now you guys, over the past 7 days, you've been getting homework, okay? We gave you some little breaks over the weekend so that you can get caught up. You've already obtained your credit report. You know how to remove negative payment history, how to reduce your credit utilization, how to read your credit report. You have all of these goodies, how to add credit history, and now we're going to keep going. Module number 8, which is day number 8, how to properly apply for new credit. It's a little bit similar to the video that we did yesterday for day 7, but let's get into it, okay? The very first thing that you are going to see is a video, y'all. Look at how short this video is. The proper way to apply for new credit. It's only 3 minutes and 58 seconds, okay? So make sure you watch this video again. We're giving you a really, really easy day. Now, what we're going to talk about is hard inquiries and soft inquiries, okay? Do you know the difference between the two? Another video here, only 2 minutes and 32 seconds.
And this is why it's important to understand how to go about applying for new credit. Because once you understand the difference between soft and hard inquiries, it puts you in a better position to control each of the two. Just as a recap, a hard inquiry is when you attempt to apply for new credit.
Right.
So if you go and you're trying to open up a new credit card, which is recommended by some of the things that we suggest depending on your credit scenario, that's a hard inquiry. If you apply for a car or a home, those are hard inquiries and they hit your credit a little more than a soft inquiry. A soft inquiry is when another credit entity is just kind of probing to see what your credit status is because they want to advertise to you. They want to send you some of those good old credit cards in the mail because you would be a rightful owner of their credit card and pre-approved for whatever it is they're offering you. That's a soft inquiry. It doesn't hit you as much, but it does, it does show that somebody's inquiring about your credit. So know the difference between the two. Now, when it comes to applying for any type of credit, what we always recommend is that you call the company, and since you're going through this challenge, hopefully you know your credit standing. So you know what's on your credit report, you know what your score looks like, you know if you had a recent bankruptcy, you know all of these things. So now you can call the company and say, hey, based on these features or these things that I have on my credit report, am I likely to qualify for this loan? Am I likely to qualify for this credit card? So now what you're doing is presenting them with what you already know about yourself, and they can tell you right then and there, no, we're not accepting anybody with bankruptcies right now. You still got a bankruptcy on your report, and what you just did was prevent yourself from having to get a hard inquiry put onto your credit report because you did your due diligence. Now, if they say after everything that you listed, you will still qualify for that, then it's okay to go ahead and apply. Take the hard inquiry, but you'll qualify for what you just inquired about. So that's very important so you can minimize the hard inquiries that you have versus the soft inquiries. And this is what I want to highlight. As it relates to those inquiries, those hard inquiries, they stay on your credit report for 2 years. So they'll stay on your credit report for 2 years, but this is a good thing and just something for you to know. Even though they stay on there for 2 years, the parts that affect the inquiries that affect your credit the most are the ones that are a year or younger. So under a year affects your credit the most. Anything over a year is still on your report, but it won't affect you. So just keep that in mind. So if it's under a year, that's what's affecting you the most. And guess what? We have a solution for that. I'm telling you, we're giving you the game, we're giving you the platform, we're giving you all of the tools. And as you can see, we have letters in both formats, PDF and doc, depending on your operating system. And now you're able to mail out those unauthorized inquiry letters and get some of those things removed. And it may affect your credit 3 points here and there, but the fact of the matter is those 3 points can add up. And imagine if you had a credit score of 697 and you had one hard inquiry on there, and now you mail that letter off and you get it removed, and that just puts you in the 700 club. So every point counts. Collect all the points that you can, and we're equipping you with all of this knowledge. You gotta love us.
Yes, you guys. I mean, the letters are here, the videos are here, everything that you need to know is here. And as he stated, keep in mind that the inquiries for the most current inquiries are what's affecting your score the most, okay? So even though they stay on your report for 2 years, the ones within the last year are the ones that's affecting you the most. Use these inquiry letters to get those inquiries removed from your report, okay? They're very, very simple. Like all of our downloads, you just replace the red with your personal information. You mail them off. Some of the letters require you to use a notary, which is highly recommended, all right? So this video is pretty easy, guys. Make sure you go in, make sure you watch the videos, make sure you send off the letters if you have those inquiries on your report. And then did you want to also tell them about Amazon?
Well, yes, and we'll actually make a post about it. As it relates to Amazon, they recently released a credit builder program. Amazon is really tapping into a lot of people's markets, and they just tapped into a credit builder program. So we'll post an article that talks about that just so you can see it, and you can add it to your list of options to consider, especially if you're big into using Amazon, and it just kind of goes hand in hand with what you're already doing. So stay tuned and on the lookout for that article. We'll post it.
Yes, we haven't heavily researched it, you guys, so we're just going to post the article in here. It's still really new. It's not something that we're personally recommending. We're just saying look into it like you're looking into everything else, and keep in mind the rules from the previous video. Check the interest rate. Make sure it's under a certain amount. Check the limit, and of course, call the 1-800 number. Be real with them, all right? Keep it real is my favorite word. Keep it real with them. Let them know your scenario and see if you qualify and see if it'll be a good fit for you, all right?
Simple and plain. Stay tuned. We got some good stuff up our sleeves. Don't think you about to skate away just because it's day 8 and we in module 8. No. The best is yet to come. You just getting started, just getting your feet wet. So stay tuned to what's yet to come, and you'll greatly appreciate it, your credit and your finances. That's all I got. That's all you got?
Yes, sir. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, signing out.